Part 2. Why Task Force Chair Lorraine Miller should step down. For the last 4 years, the Mayor and City Council have not answered any of our questions concerning the redistricting of the city. When the task force was asked to ask the Mayor and Council 2 questions that any good task force would want to know the answer, as well as the citizens do. The response we received from the task force.
Mr. Willoughby, Lorraine Miller again. I just wanted to know if you represent an organization. I talked to a couple of the task force members and they wanted to know, is this an organized group or is this an individual citizen? I know
the ICOC would like to know the names of the task force members that asked that question. If the task force would provide us with that information, we would appreciate it. And the ICOC would like to know, when asking the task force a question, how one or more asking would make a difference to the response from the task force.
Mr. Willoughby, Lorraine Miller, I wanted to close the loop with you on the 2 questions that you wanted the task force to ask the council. And I went back and I read the resolution that created, and what it says, Mr. Willoughby, that the task force is charged with evaluating the criteria and procedures by which the City Council has withdrawn council district boundaries in the past, and accordingly advise the City Council on redistricting criteria and procedures that the City Council should use in the future. So your questions are not within our purview, and so we will not be asking those questions of the Council. I do appreciate your calling and your interest in the task force. Have a great Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
Would it not have been easier for the task force chair to just ask the City Council the questions? When the task force chair is afraid to ask our City Council a question, the chair is not qualified for this job and cannot serve the citizens of Fort Worth fair-minded.
Eager to represent the residents of Fort Worth. I think we can mutually agree on that. And we represent the residents of our city fairly and with transparency, and focus on what may be in the best interests of achieving fair and equitable representation for all of the residents of Fort Worth. Here in Fort Worth,
the task force chair Lorraine Miller. Her words are not truthful. The chair lady should resign and not waste any more of the taxpayers' time. Videos to come. 7, 8, and 9 at fwdistrict5.com.